Hiya. Welcome to Monday's edition of Caddy's Corner. We are here in our new favorite park, the Herbert von whatever the heck park, here in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. It's my day off, and I want to say something up front. I might look like I'm on my way to the gym, I've got a day off. Boy, I got this together today just for y'all. That's not true. The opposite happened. I did not take off my makeup last night. So I decided to do what Kathy Griffin and Cher do and just reuse it for today. So there you go. Been a lot of interesting stuff going on. It's a beautiful day here. Reminded back to, actually kept thinking about in Colonial Heights on Thanksgiving Day, after kind of everybody had done their meals or whatever, we would go over to the band practice field behind the high school and play a game of tag football. And even if you didn't play, you just sit and hang out. But there were some days, even in late November, that would be just beautiful, and you barely needed a coat, and the smell of the leaves, that have dropped to the ground. Just fall is always my birthday month, of course, and so it's been a good transition. And it's always when you went back to school, and if you were starting college, it was a new school. If you're starting high school, new school. So there's a lot of new that always happened in the fall for me. I've been thinking a lot about false accusations. Probably going to do some Googling of the psychological conditioning that's behind living with false accusations. Feeling like you attempting in the past to act as your own counsel. I have to excuse the weed eater right behind me. He's taking care of this park. Like I said, the gardens in the parks always need a little bit more work, just like us, right? So I used to fight false accusations because I knew that what the person was lobbing at me wasn't true, and it was just an accusation, right? So let me tell them my side of the story, explain my emotions, explain the motivation. Oh no, you misunderstood. I'm actually an ethical person. I'm not stealing from you like everyone else in your past has, or I'm not here as a narcissist to manipulate you. I'm not gaslighting you. But what I've come to conclude is that false accusations is a false statement. Usually when false accusations are lobbed at you, especially in an argument, they're false convictions. So you don't even know that you got arrested. You didn't hire a lawyer. You have no proof on your side of the fence at all because you were not prepared, especially in close, trusted relationships. The other person convicts you. Oh, they see the truth now. They've made up a narrative and it's yours. And you are selfish, manipulative, mean, narcissistic, unethical, untalented, unworthy, not good at your job. And I've had a handful of false accusations thrown at me in my life in different situations. But in the last 2 weeks, I've had a lot of them coming at me from a lot of different places. And I'm pretty pissed off about that. And I don't know what to do with that energy. The energy of you've misunderstood, or you got it wrong. Flat out, you're wrong. Sometimes about math. 13 minus 4 is 9. That's literally math. So don't tell me I'm doing something wrong. And don't accuse me of doing something shady when I'm just doing math and you don't know why math has to happen. So if you want to ask a question, ask a question. But stop lobbing accusations. Now, here's the real trick, right? The person who's going to do these things, who's going to lob accusations at you, or convictions, because I still starting to really believe they're not even accusations, because an accusation would come in the form of a question. Hey, I saw 9 happen. I thought it was a 13. Why? Oh, because math? Got it. Cool. But when it's, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Formidable, the word from yesterday. Yeah, I'm stepping into that power. Don't trifle with me. The thing is, though, don't trifle with me makes me mad. I'm like, okay, you want to go? Let's go. You want to bully me? I got a boundary. If you X, I'm going to Y. Except sometimes there's no Y. It's usually a Y, W-H-Y. But sometimes, because of your circumstances or relationships, you can't I guess the word can't is wrong here. You should be mindful. You have to be mindful of the boundary that in an ideal world you could set a very strong boundary at a certain line, but because of circumstances or relationships, that has to be modified. And I'm not real good at boundaries anyway, so figuring out the real gray line ones is very challenging for me, and I need some time. I need some time and some rest and some reflection to figure these things out. So I'm going to the gym because I love the gym, and it's a meditative space for me. I do my Tai Chi, I center my practice, I decide when I'm going to work out, and then I methodically go from machine to machine with my 3 sets of 10 or 12. I mark them in my little Google workout calendar so I'll know when I got to the gym, and then when I get home, I've earned a sticker. Earning things. So, side note, my bestie, Becky Burton, from 5th grade in Colonial Heights, and we lost each other for a little bit of time, but we're back in. And rainbows are something that we both find a lot of joy in, and a lot of spirit and optimism. And so we've been sharing those, and her special time ever since we were kids, whenever she looked at that clock, it was always 11:11. So we like to take screenshots or actual pictures of clocks if we find them on 11:11, and we share those back and forth. So for my birthday, she sent me a little rainbow book of gratitudes. And when you write the gratitude and the date, you fold over the page, and when you're done with 101 gratitudes, the book forms a rainbow. I'll put a picture on the front end of this. So I love sitting in gratitude, and I love being mindful of what to be thankful about. But getting a rainbow out of it at the end, I'm very excited. I've got like maybe 10 in right now. I'm like, I just want to sit in my bed and do 101 of them in one day so I can make the rainbow. But the motivation of getting the rainbow makes me sit in gratitude, which is the real reward in the first place. What's the rainbow? I'm going to look at it once or twice, blah, blah, blah. But I can also go back and look at all the things I'm grateful for. And today I wrote one about my mommy. That she's formidable, and she's brilliant, and she's insightful and smart and ethical, and the best mom ever. And the tears of joy that I feel right now. She said something super special to me on the phone today, but it's super personal, so I'm not going to share it. I'm just going to say, love is a beautiful thing. So make sure you're not lobbing false accusations, at least at yourself. You did the best you could in any given moment with the information you had. You only know what you don't know when you find out you didn't know it. So I did a play called Butterflies Are Free my senior year of high school, I think, with Jeff King. I was the lead in it, and she quotes a Dylan Thomas poem that keeps popping up. There are none so blind who those that will not see. So, you don't want to see the truth? I'm not going to argue with you anymore. You hurt me. That's okay. I'll heal. And I'm hoping I won't do that again. I won't let people in as close that can be as vicious. But I've done it before. They hurt me. I moved on. I'd like to stop having to do that, but it's where we are today. Anyway, my hope for today is that you find a rainbow, you sit in gratitude, call your mom, remember your mom, celebrate your mom. If she's not with you anymore, that's okay. My dad's not with me, and I still talk to him, and I celebrate all the lessons he taught me in my life. And I just want to point this out. So I'm going to walk over here. This tree, there's this tree. This tree is huge, y'all. I mean, this is a big boy. I'm going to figure it's at a minimum seen at least World War II, 9/11. Might have seen World War I. I don't know. But it just reminds me that I'm going to shoot it upwards. We reach out, we grow, we thrive. Sometimes we die. Well, not sometimes, I guess eventually, but there's a practice we do harmonizing the 5 elements, which is the birth of the tree through to its fiery death into ashes and then falling back to the earth to be reborn again. So, that's how I feel. I feel like I have been exploded into a million pieces. My heart has been broken, but I'm growing again. And hopefully I'll have a trunk as large and as strong is that big old giant, I guess he's an oak. I don't know. I have to look up the leaf somewhere. Anyway, love you. Thanks for joining me in Caddyland, and have a great day.